All right, good people. I wanted to do this video because I haven't seen many videos like it online. This is going to be about my 3XL900 Red Sea aquarium and the new mod I just put in, which is the Deltec 8000. Not an unboxing video, but just kind of showing you the boxes so you can see how the Deltec is shipped and packed. And it's packed really well, to be honest with you. If you look, this is the outer carton that it comes in. And you see all the peanuts, styrofoam peanuts, and so forth in there. And then there's one other box in there that contains your motor and your converter from AC to DC for running the motor for the Deltec. But as I said, I hadn't seen much online about modifying the plumbing for the 3XL900. So this is my mod. And I went with the Deltec 8000. So I'm going to pause this and go down in my basement in front of the Deltec. Okay, great. There's my 3XL900. I'm in my basement. Looks cloudy, is cloudy. I did 100% water change, started all over fresh, took all my fish out of the 3XL900 and put them in my 70-gallon salt. But what I really wanted you to see was, don't focus in so much on the aquarium as in the plumbing. So hopefully I have enough lighting to show you this. So there is the Deltec 8000. Okay, you can see that, Deltec 8000. And on the plumbing, because Deltec's a German product, the plumbing is German, okay? So they told me it wouldn't be, but it is. But that's okay. It comes with a union, if you look at that first union, that will convert from 32 millimeter to 1 inch. So then, of course, you see I have and I wasn't good at plumbing, but I did, I think, pretty good for my first try. I have a 90 degree, I have a gate valve, and I have a ball valve. And all the plumbing from the point that it leaves that Deltec fitting right there, which is 1 inch, goes 1 inch. So as you know, if you have a 3XL900, there's a bar, so we're going to be fighting the video this around the bar. So after the ball valve, you see another 90, and then what I did was I used a standard 1 inch coupler, and then this I purchased online, which was from 1 inch to 32, another union, and then I went from that union to another 32 millimeter fitting that goes to 1 inch pipe around the back. And kind of hard to show it in the back. I'm going to do my best and hope you can see some of it. And if you look, I think those are called Street 45s, and I put 2 of them together and went up to a 1 inch to 32 millimeter connector up into the tank. And I tell you, I am really so pleased with this that you're only having to change this roll, they say between 1 and 2 months, as opposed to when I was using the Red Sea system and I was over here with the filter cups, and I've tried filter socks and all that, and man, what a nightmare. The filter socks typically every 3 days, and you know, I've heard people say, well, just toss them in a wash machine. Look, I don't know where you live at, maybe out on the range. I don't know any woman in her right mind that is going to allow you to put dirty, poopy filter socks from an aquarium in a wash machine where she's going to wash her undergarments and everything else. That's not going to happen. So I was just kind of fed up with the whole filter sock thing, and I am very pleased. This is I had the 5000 originally, was having problems with it, but right now I installed the 8000 today and redid the plumbing today. I am very pleased with the VF8000 Deltec. And so again, this is my Red Sea 3XL900 modification for filtration. I'm very happy with this. I've got my bio blocks, of course. And what I did was I left the overflow. And I said, well, that's okay. I mean, how often does it overflow? You regulate your water, so you don't have to see a lot of water going in there. Most of the time it's empty. And I decided to fill the cups up with filter media. So let's say it does overflow, and at the point that it actually flows up to the filter cups, whatever goes through the overflow is not filtered by the system, but it will be filtered in these filter cups. And I thought that's a pretty good idea, and then I don't have to remove this pipe, block it off, work it into anything else. I can just leave it as is. So that's how I left this, and pretty much it stays dry all the time, which is fine with me. But I did put the filter cups in, took the socks out, and put filter media in those cups so that if it overflowed to the point that it was actually coming into the sump, it would actually hit that filter floss first. So there's my thermometer back there. There's a flow of the Deltec 8000. There's my plumbing, and I have it from a good source. I won't mention who that is because I was afraid to fool with this plumbing. But then what I discovered was that your warranty on your Red Sea tank is not for plumbing, it's for the tank itself. And as was explained to me, well, what would happen if you needed to replace a pipe? You would call Red Sea, order a new pipe, and they would put it in. So your warranty is not on plumbing. So there shouldn't be any issues with you changing your plumbing fittings like I did here. If you see, I changed that fitting. I cut the threads off. No problem, because you can always put another pipe if you want to put the original back on there, because it only screws into the bottom bulkhead. So you haven't damaged anything. I cut the threads off. I put a 32 millimeter to 1-inch converter in there, and then I adapted with some street fittings out and continue with 1 inch, and it works great. And to not, as I'm getting older, I'm not going to be every 3 days changing filter socks. I don't have the time for that. My time is too valuable, and it takes the enjoyment out of owning this aquarium. So, as I said, here again is my Red Sea 3XL900 with the Deltec VF8000 with my modified plumbing for it, and I am very pleased. So if you're like me and you've had it with this filter sock fiasco and you want to go a better route, sorry, that's alarm on my phone, and you want to go a better route, this is definitely, to me, using a roller mat is the way to go. So this is what I've done to my 3XL900. And again, I say don't pay much attention to it because it's pretty hazy right now. It's 100% water change, and I've treated it with bacteria. And so I just now have to wait for it to settle in, and the water will clarify and clear up. But I am, again, pleased with what I've done. So I had originally only the gate valve, and I had a friend who's a plumber help me with that. And then so for the second mod, which I added the ball valve, I extended the end of it to fit the 8000 because I originally had the VF5000. The 8000 is the biggest unit, but I wanted the flow that comes out of the 8000 so I would get good flow into the tank. I'm just proud of myself for getting it done, and I answered a whole lot of questions originally so that I would be able to understand something about plumbing fittings, and I ordered a bunch of parts, so I've still got a ton of parts left. But if you don't want the work that goes into a 3XL900. Excuse me, getting a little tongue-tied. This is the way I think anyone should go that doesn't want to work fooling with filter socks and filter media and all of that stuff. It's just too tiresome. It's too labor intensive, and I don't want to invest that kind of time in a filtration system when I can invest my time looking at the tank and then really enjoying the tank. So here again is my Deltec VF8000 mod on my 3XL900 Red Sea tank. So again, thank you for watching. If the video helped you, give me a like, and maybe you will take the plunge and change your plumbing and take that heartache off your table of always fooling with filter socks. All right, have a great and wonderful reefing time and enjoy your aquarium. 3XL900 lovers, there you are. Take care.